Fox News. Breaking news.
Breaking right now from Capitol Hill, Democrats are holding your Homeland Security hostage, and their demands will absolutely infuriate you. As TSA lines grow longer and longer and our border remains under siege, a deal to fund the Department of Homeland Security is collapsing in real time. Why? Because Democrats are refusing to fund the very agents protecting you from illegal immigrants unless they get their radical demands met. And wait until you guys hear what Schiff just said on national television. It's a lie so brazen, so easily debunked that it proves once and for all these people will say anything to sabotage President Trump's border agenda. As Democrats deliberately trying to leave America defenseless, I'm saying yes, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. So let me tell you exactly what's at stake here, and it affects every single one of you watching right now. When Democrats obstruct DHS funding, they're not just playing political games in Washington, they're gambling with your family's safety. Those TSA agents screening bags at your airport, guess what? Their funding is caught in this mess. The Border Patrol officers catching fentanyl shipments heading to your community, guess what? Democrats want them handcuffed. Literally limiting where they can make arrests. Think about that. They want Border Patrol to only operate right at the border, letting criminals who slip through roam free in your neighborhood because they want their congressional votes. And it gets worse. The Save America Act, which will require voter ID to protect your vote from being canceled out by illegals, is being held hostage as well. Shocking, right? Democrats are refusing common sense election security that over 80% of Americans support. This isn't about policy disagreements anymore, folks. This is about a political party that would rather see America vulnerable, see your elections compromised, than let President Trump succeed in making this country safe again. They're showing you exactly who they are by their actions. And speaking of protecting what matters most, let me share something personal that changed everything for Gary's family. For years, Gary's wife battled chronic pain and anxiety from her diagnosis. Endless doctor visits, treatments that didn't help, watching her struggle daily. It broke Gary's heart. Then Jonathan Otto introduced Gary and his family to red light therapy. Their pain vanished and their anxiety lifted, and they're sleeping soundly, full of energy and life again. And Gary's own recovery and vitality, it was better than guys half of his age. This has been truly life-changing for Gary and his family. And here's what makes this credible. It's backed by NASA research and FDA cleared. Studies show rapid pain relief and recovery benefits that prescription medications simply can't match without the side effects. And when the system fails you, sometimes the answer isn't another pill. It's science that actually works. Red light therapy gave Gary's family hope when they had nearly given up. Check them out and see if it's right for you. Now back to these Democrats who apparently want to leave America completely unprotected. Shocking. So here's what really exposed the Democrat playbook, and this is the part the mainstream media will never show you. While claiming they want reasonable reforms, it's always reasonable to them. Democrats demanding that DHS ban masks for federal agents, all while the liberals are trying to find out where their families go to school, putting their lives at risk from cartel retaliation along with our own citizens. They want warrant changes that would let dangerous criminals escape custody. Think about that. That's so important. And Senator Schiff went on television and told a lie so outrageous, it's actually laughable. The receipts are coming, and they prove Democrats aren't in negotiating in good faith. They're actively sabotaging law enforcement. I think we all can see that. Let's get to the receipts, folks. From the Patriot Oasis, we have just in deal to fund DHS is collapsing as Democrats still refuse to fund DHS without ICE reforms. Let's see what they had to say.
TSA workers appears to now have faltered, and any agreement to do so may end up derailing the Save the America Act. Chad Pergram is live at the Capitol Hill with the details. Chad, what, if anything's in the works right now?
Brian, well, any potential breakthrough is on life support, even as TSA lines swell, but a possible agreement to end the DHS stalemate hit potholes on both sides. President Trump isn't fully on board just yet. Republicans claim the Democrats changed their demands.
They want to limit Border Patrol. They want to prevent them from actually doing arrests anywhere but right next to the border. We've said that's absurd. We're never going to agree to that, and we're going to be able to just keep moving forward on this. But I do think we have enough Democrats on board to be able to say we'll at least get everything else funding.
The plan would have funded all areas of DHS except ICE and certain immigration enforcement. Democrats still insist that DHS ban masks for agents, and they want changes for warrants. It's a stare down. Democrats are not committing to anything yet.
This does not have any reforms in ICE, but they've sent us, negotiations are ongoing, and they've sent us an offer, and we'll be sending them an offer back. And I can assure you it'll contain significant reform in it.
Some Republicans refuse to bow to Democratic demands. Courting moderate Democrats will be key.
If it's funding all the law-abiding aspects of DHS, that would get the support of most everybody. But that is certainly the direction this should go, which is fund TSA, fund, the Secret Service, fund FEMA, fund the Coast Guard. Just get all that done now.
Now, any deal likely sidelines the Save America Act. The Senate has debated that bill for more than a week with little progress. The Senate could try to stuff voter ID into another bill and also try to fund ICE on its own. Brian?
All right. Thanks so much.
So the Democrats are negotiating with your family's safety. They're like, oh, we need to negotiate these better terms. The terms were established in the Constitution and the laws that Congress passed over the last 250 years. It's all there. It's all provided for. And the Democrats want you to feel weak and exposed and have your families open to the illegal immigrants and all these things so they can have extra congressional apportionment and control elections in the future. That's what they want. That's what this whole thing is about. It's not about keeping you safe. They don't care. They don't care about scam money coming out of California. They don't care about any of that. They want the money to go back into their campaign coffers and have as many illegal immigrants in this country as possible. They want the masks off of ICE agents so they can find out where their families live, so they can intimidate them out of their job that they're being paid to do. The Democrats are sick, and you guys keep voting for them. If your friends vote for them, please try to enlighten them as well. With Democrats blocking ICE funding, the statements continue. So now Adam Schiff's bold claims contradict reality as caught on air. From Town Hall, we have Adam Schiff. Before we fund ICE agents, we should insist on certain safeguards, like the ones that was already voted on by the Congress for the last 250 years, Adam? Oh, interesting. Let's see.
Is that the way that business should be conducted in Washington, Senator Schiff? Would you want Republicans to do that to get what they wanted in the normal funding of the government?
I think that before we fund, for example, ICE agents or Customs and Border Protection, we should insist on certain safeguards, namely that they operate with the same standards we ask of a local police department. We're asking neither more nor less than a local police department. So before I approve funding for those agencies, given the abuses we have seen, given the blood we've seen in the streets, that's something I want to see happen. Now,
I don't know, that guy just gets to my brain. It's like, okay, before we do that, so first off, they're shutting down the government so they stop deporting illegal immigrants. In the big, beautiful bill, ICE is funded through 2029. So this has no impact on ICE agents, what they're doing, how they operate, what city they're in, or how much money they have. It doesn't matter because it's already been funded for the next 3 years. The Democrats are counting on Americans to be too stupid to understand that point. Are we stupid? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because these guys make up anything they can to just try to obfuscate the truth, because everything they do is below the water level. And Schiff's words seem to mask a deeper issue, leaving Americans questioning his honesty. Let's dive deeper. Ongoing battles over DHS and Save America funding. Let's see what Paul has to say. Negotiations for both DHS funding and passing the Save America Act are a mess. Democrats are insisting on reform for ICE, and they're refusing to agree to voter ID and other election security measures in the Save America Act. It's been clear that this is pointless. Let's see.
They want to limit border patrol. They want to prevent them from actually doing arrests anywhere but right next to the border. We've said that's absurd. We're never going to agree to that, and we're going to be able to just keep moving forward on this. But I do think we have enough Democrats on board to be able to say we'll at least get everything else funding.
The plan would have funded all areas of DHS except ICE and certain immigration enforcement. Democrats still insist that DHS ban masks for agents, and they want changes for warrants. It's a stare down. Democrats are not committing to anything yet.
This does not have any reforms in ICE, but they've sent us, negotiations are ongoing, and they've sent us an offer, and we'll be sending them an offer back. And I can
Again, he's negotiating with your family's safety and your family's protection. We have one last message from President Trump saying, blame the Democrats for airports' mess. They want our country to do badly. They want our country to fail. They broke the already signed bill because they want to take care of criminals who enter our country illegally rather than the American citizens. Thank you to our great ICE patriots for helping. It makes a big difference. I may call up the National Guard for more help. President DJT. I love how he's always trolling the Democrats. Like, you know what? They think that he has this much, but he can do whatever he needs to do to safeguard our country. Air travel is a big deal. They also stopped funding on the Coast Guard. Why did they stop funding on the Coast Guard and the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI, all these other things that are tied under DHS? When we have active threats of terrorist cells and all these other things happening, they don't care about your safety. But here's the truth the establishment doesn't want you to understand. Adam Schiff stood in front of cameras and said we need to fund ICE agents with safeguards before approving money. There's just one problem. ICE is already funded. He's lying to your face, hoping that you will not notice. This isn't about protecting civil liberties or reforming agencies. It's about one thing: stopping President Trump from deporting illegal criminals who are terrorizing American communities so they can have more congressional seats. Democrats watched record-breaking border crossings under Biden. They saw the fentanyl deaths, the crimes, the chaos, and now President Trump is fixing it. They're desperate to sabotage every single success. They'd rather see Americans hurt than admit Trump was right all along. And Patriots, what we're witnessing is the Democrat Party in complete meltdown mode. They know President Trump's border policies are working. They know the American people support deportations and voter ID. And they know their open border agenda is politically toxic. So what do? They lie, they obstruct, and they hold your safety hostage. They want you scared so you vote with your fear, not with your mind. Don't let them get away with it. Share this video with everybody you know and drop a comment telling me, do you think Democrats are deliberately sabotaging border security to hurt you and President Trump? I want to hear yes or no from you guys. Please do that in the comments. Also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss when we expose their games. And if you want to show your support for America First journalism, check out the Next News merch shop at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com. The fight for our country continues every single day, and don't miss any alerts. Text RAWFEED to 844-840-4963. And don't forget, we're in this together. I'm Tom McCullough reporting for Gary Franchi. Stay informed, stay free, and God bless.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.